Hey, it's me, Tondro. So today I've come back to kind of ponder, kind of rant a little bit about what we should do with NEETs, those that are not in education, employment, or training. I'll be real with y'all. It's all systematic, or systemic rather. It's all a matter of governments just need to pick up the fucking slack. The thing is that during the Reagan administration, they blindly believed that the wealth was just gonna magically trickle up, and that the wealth was gonna magically trickle up. That the invisible hand of the free market or the Great Chain or whatever it is that objectivists like to worship, Ayn Rand's ghost or whatever, is gonna somehow come out of the blue, literally come out of thin fucking air and save us from economic hardship. So when it comes to the NEETs, when it comes to people like me, all of it is, I hate to say this, but if the government just came out and said, okay, we're going to make education free, and it used to be free. College education used to be free for all American citizens well up until like Nixon, I think. And Nixon specifically got rid of that because his head of education literally came out and said, we are in danger of creating a educated proletariat. We need to keep people uneducated so that they don't unionize, so that they do not go socialist, etc. Also, yeah, that's how you know I'm a leftist. I got that flag behind me. And the flag behind it is it's a ecologist flag. Anyway, when it comes to actual policies, however, I believe that it would be simple. Make education free, or at the very least more accessible, and not just like high education, like, I can get a master's degree or whatever for free, but I'm talking like make it so that people who have autism and ADHD and other disabilities and other forms of neurodivergence are able to actually survive in a college setting. And not just colleges, but also trade schools. Like, that's another thing too. Trades have gone out the fucking window. It used to be commonplace in American high schools. Get this, in high school, you used to be able to get a trade in like welding or metalworking or carpentry or whatever. There used to be shop classes. I go through my mother's yearbook, her high school yearbooks, and she graduated in the 70s. And they have classes there. They have classes there that would be unthinkable in the modern age. They got things like, everything from rowing to, let me take my jacket off. They got everything from like rowing to home economics to theater to choir to all this other stuff that I never had at my high school. Sending district or otherwise. I never once in any high school in America I've ever been to, not once did we have home economics or housemaking or anything like that. We definitely didn't have shop class. We did not have shop class. There was no, you today, if you're a high school age kid who wants to work on cars, you now have to fork over money to go to a special polytechnic like high school, or hope like hell that your parents are lucky enough to be able to send you to one because you win like a raffle or something. Another thing too is the United States. Also, another policy also is we need to get rid of mandatory experience. What I mean by that is, how many jobs do you see on Indeed, on Monster, etc., and they will tell you need 2 years to do, like, you need 2 years of experience to like work at fast food or whatever. Like, you really need 5 years of experience in construction to know that, how to hit a hammer. You don't need experience for things like that. In my opinion, I think in all honesty, to say, oh, you need X, Y, and Z experience, that needs to be gotten rid of entirely. Also, I think we need to de-automate a lot of the jobs, and I really hope that automation does not come for other sectors of our society, like policing and the court systems and medicine. Because when that happens and AI starts to influence that, the AI, I know the AI that Indeed uses, I've studied it. It can't tell you it can't tell the difference between the pictures of like fire hydrants and cars, right? It can't solve even the most basic captcha, but that's something that ChatGPT can do. So you were dealing with what is basically Cleverbot picking random words out of your resume. So because of that, imagine what's going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years when that same AI, junk AI model that's just been fed nothing but slop and incoherent data is just shoved into your court systems, into your hospitals, into everything else. You're going to go away for a crime you didn't commit on false charges in front of a jury that was fed false data from some judge AI. You're probably going to have you're probably going to have countless cases of mistaken identity. And if you're, and as for the medical industry, hey, good luck trying to find a doctor who will actually know what's wrong with you and cure you. They will, they'll say that your headache is, the AI, knowing the AI, it'll say like, oh, your headache is cancer. Here, here, let me zap you with a bunch of radiation. So then you get cancer and you now, have a different problem with the headache, like high blood pressure or whatever. And millions of people are going to be affected by this. Millions of people are going to be affected by this. But back to the point, we need to de-automate being able to get a job. There needs to be required by law, there needs to be a human being that sees your resume. Period, point fucking blank. Moreover, there genuinely needs to be, they need to get rid of you need XYZ experience, at least for entry-level jobs. For entry-level jobs should not require experience. It does not require more than 5 seconds of being alive to understand that you take French fries and put them into the deep fryer. I'm just saying, McDonald's. I'm just saying. Another thing is apart from making education free or at the very least affordable, on the job training. When was the last time you saw on the job training? That does not exist anymore. Now, I haven't had many jobs over my lifetime, but of the few that I did, none of them, literally zero, have ever done any kind of on-the-job training. You would either just be told what to do, and vague hand gestures would happen and you would go figure it out on your own, or alternatively, if you're lucky, you'll be sent to a website before you're officially hired and you will complete some sort of like online virtual training program. But the virtual training program, apart from like very basic stuff, will be completely irrelevant to the actual specific location you're working in. Cough, cough, McDonald's, cough, cough, Pizza Hut. Really, a lot of the more chain stores will do that. Like codes will be different and things like that, and protocol and whatnot on machines. So, that's what I think we should do with NEETs. I think in all honesty, I know it sounds very neoliberal to say, but I genuinely think that education is the most important aspect to all this. And we just need to make education a right. It needs to be a right. It needs to be no different than our right to free speech or freedom of religion. Period, point blank. Now, even then, those are getting eroded. Just ask any trans person if they have any rights that have been taken away in the past couple of years, and they'll tell you. But until then, that's all I got to say. Peace out.